Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video we are checking out the season 5 changes for Menat. Menat of course is a very special character to me because she is Egyptian and I'm Egyptian, so I really like her. Never was Galaxy Brain enough to play the character myself, but I always appreciated Menat and she's honestly one of the coolest characters in the game. So let's check out what are her changes for this season. The first change is to her EX Heavy Soul Sphere. What they changed is that on block you can cancel it into the V-Trigger specials. So pretty much this means that when you are in V-Trigger, for example, let's say something like this, I'm gonna do the EX Heavy one and I'm gonna cancel into the V-Trigger special. So this pretty much ensures that you are getting more plus frames. If you notice the sequence, we were at plus 17. Because this hits us at the air, you are kind of covering both angles. So you're covering the ground and the air with this attack. Pretty much this is really good. This is forcing plus frames while covering a very big portion of the screen. So this is a small buff, but it's a welcome one. And you also have to consider that now because of V-Shift, even if she is at a lot of plus frames here, you have to consider that your opponent can get out. So this is something to keep in mind. The other change is to her V skill 1. And her V skill 1, they buffed the Stella, Solar Reflect Stella. It is the anti-air version. And basically, it's easier to get a juggle here. Your opponent will stay in the air longer. As you can see, they're kind of falling really slowly. And they are closer to you, so you pretty much can always get a soul throw now. So that is a good buff to the character. Previously she kinda have to do that, but now you are having easier follow-ups and easier meterless follow-ups, which are really cool. So these are nice buffs so far. The next buff is to her Soul Spiral. Soul Spiral is the V skill 2. And the buff here is that they increase the combo limit for that. Well, it means that you're gonna have easier time putting it in juggles pretty much, or using it in juggles. So for example, if she happened to get that before, she would have to do you would have to use that, and then with V skill 2 you weren't getting much. With V skill 1 you could have gotten some conversions here, but now with V skill 2 you can combo into Soul Spiral, right? So that is the buff now. With V skill 2 you get to do this, which is a nice buff, I guess. And also what they did is that they made it a little bit more safer on block because it have more pushback. So yes, it is -6, but now your opponent will be at a larger separation. Pretty much it is gonna be a little bit easier to space it now, right? Because of the added pushback on block. But still, of course, it is still unsafe on block, so you're gonna have to be careful how you are using it. This is for the Crystal Ball version. Of course, the typical version or the bare-handed version, you can use it, make it safe by a callback. But the Crystal Ball is the one that got the added pushback because you cannot make it safe, pretty much. And that's pretty much it for Menat. She didn't get changed that much, a little bit of small buffs here and there. Her pressure might be a little bit weaker because she does a lot of block strings and a lot of resets, but I also imagine that the added V-Shift might actually be really useful for the character. She have a really fast super, so maybe you will be able to V-Shift out of stuff and super with her. That might be the new strategy going forward for the Menat players. And that's pretty much it. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. It helps the channel so much. I will leave the link to the Discord and the Patreon below in the description. Thank you very much for watching once more, and stay safe.